Yo guys, what is good? It's your boy John Wong here, back again with another video. And today we got a pickup that actually took like 3 months to get here. Alright, as always, before I begin today's video, if you guys have not seen my most recent video where I basically designed a sneaker using AI, make sure to go check it out afterwards, and I would very much appreciate it if you guys could leave a like on that video as well. But in today's video, we finally have another shoe pickup. It's been some time since I've picked anything up when it comes to sneakers or shoes. I think the last sneaker I got was literally my grails right here, the Fragment Travis Scott Jordan 1 Lows. That was a long time ago. I don't think I've purchased anything since. And that was like still kind of, I bought this in New Year's Eve. I got it in 2026. However, I think I kind of held off on sneaker purchases for a long time. That's gonna change today because we finally have new footwear to add to the collection. But honestly though, I can't even remember when I bought this because I think I purchased this back in either late December or early January. And we're currently in March. So I've been waiting for this for a long time, but today we finally have them in hand and I want to unbox them with you guys. Now I did get this from Yeezy's website. So yes, these are a pair of Yeezys. I don't know how relevant Yeezys are anymore, but still I wanted to get this for myself. But before I begin, let's take a look at the packaging. So clearly there's no box. As you guys can see, this is probably one side of the shoe and this is the other. They kind of just packed it like that. And this is what you're gonna get when you're shopping from Yeezy. But let's open up the bag. All right. Honestly, I don't even remember what color I got. I keep thinking I got like a black pair, but I know for a fact that I didn't. And I don't even remember what shade this color basically is in. So that's how long I've waited for the sneaker. I've kind of forgotten about it. Actually, it's not a sneaker. I should say it's a shoe. All right, so after taking them out of the poly mailer, now they come in a dust bag, but even the dust bag is kind of just like, this is pretty cheap. This is literally something you're gonna find like on Amazon or Temu. But yeah, they come in this black sack right here. There's not even a toggle. You basically have to untie the knot yourself, which I would think that if you're gonna give me a dust bag, I mean, all the other dust bags that I've owned at least have a toggle where you can kind of just like pull it and it'll loosen itself, but yeah, this is like not advanced at all. All right. Okay, I remember what color I got now. I'm looking at it. I don't know how I want to showcase these, but I guess we're gonna go. And in 3, 2, 1. Sheesh! Wow, these are really blue. All right, and we got the other side here. As you guys can see, we do have the Yeezy slides, or I guess these are actually called the YS-01s in this blue colorway. For those of you guys that don't know, Yeezys have basically died off since like 2024, I believe. Yeah, it's been a long time since the age of Yeezys. Since he parted ways with Adidas, they no longer make Yeezys out there. And he's basically making them all on his own on his independent website. We're getting new Yeezy footwear, new Yeezy streetwear, no more collaborations. Now, a lot of the Yeezy models that we know and love are actually owned by Adidas, so he does not have the legal rights to those shoes. However, when it comes to his slides, these were like the only model that he could salvage from the collection because he did own the Yeezy slides. I guess he kind of brought them back on his own website as well. And the craziest thing about Yeezy products on his website is that he's releasing footwear, so slides and mocks and all types of shoes for basically like 25 bucks. And that was his promise that he wanted to give to the world, to make Yeezy super affordable. And I guess he, in a way, has made that come true. You can literally get a pair of Yeezy slides for 25 bucks now, which I got mine for $25. Originally, if you go on Adidas for retail, Yeezy slides would be like, I think $70, and then you would even, have resale prices that would go all the way up as far as like 150 to 200 bucks for a pair of flip-flops, basically. So when I heard that Yeezy was dropping a pair of slides for $25, I was very intrigued because I wanted to see if this was the real deal. Honestly, for 25 bucks, you're getting the Yeezy slide, and for the nostalgia that it brings, it's kind of crazy. I'm still like I thought that when I bought them, I was kind of iffy about it because I was like, what if there's a decrease in quality? But at the end of the day, as long as you're making an income, $25 is not that big of a deal. Let's say they are, you know, trash. Let's say they are super cheap. 25 bucks, you can move on. It's not something to go crazy over about. And after getting these in hand right now, I kind of see that they're slightly similar to the Adidas slides. However, there are some things that I kind of want to note as well. So first off, we have to address the shipping. The thing about Yeezy is that he will take his good old time with shipping products. I mean, obviously for customers, you don't want to wait for items to get shipped to you. It's one thing to have to wait weeks, but now we're waiting months for this stuff. And if you really, really want it, you're kind of at a loss here. I had to wait months for these, and it's not like it's even a pre-order. These are actually just like taking its good old time to ship out. I actually forgot that I even bought these. And then even with the packaging, like I said before, it comes in this really cheap, flimsy dust bag. I guess for $25, you're probably going to get, you know, Temu quality stuff. Because at the end of the day, this is basically what it is. Now, I've personally never owned a pair of Adidas Yeezy slides before, but I have resold a bunch. I have tried them on from time to time to see if they are worth it. Those are actually kind of comfortable. I just didn't want to justify spending $70 on a pair of slippers. So I decided not to keep them, but I do like the silhouette and I liked how soft they were. I don't know how these feel on feet, so why don't we go ahead and do a little bit of a wear test, and I'll show you guys what I think of these shoes. All right, so these are what they look like on feet. Now, they are slightly big. I thought that they would be true to size because I think with the original Adidas Yeezy slides, they did fit a little more true to size, I believe. I still have a lot of room in the back here. Let's try standing and walking in them a little bit. So, okay, I would say on the heel part, on the back part right here, there is a lot of cushion. Yeah, I would say these are actually kind of comfortable. Do I think that they're the same kind of quality as the original ones from Adidas? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that obviously the Adidas Yeezys were made with better quality. You're just gonna get that when working with one of the leading sneaker brands of all time. And when Yeezy is on his own and is selling slides for $25, you're just not gonna get that same kind of quality. Yeah, I can't get over how blue these are. I guess I would wear these for like, you know, when I go out and I want to slip something on, you know, when I'm like getting groceries and stuff like that. Very interesting. All right, but now let's take a closer look into the shoe. So basically with the upper, it is the same material along with the entire shoe. It's basically this EVA rubber and foam. So it's very soft and plush. The whole entire thing is blue. A key difference that these have from the Adidas Yeezy slides is that obviously in the original one we had the 3 stripes. This one we have no branding here at all. They've basically taken that out. But another key difference is that on the outsoles, we actually have the name of the model here embossed into the shoe, and that is YS-01 for basically what the shoe is now called instead of the Yeezy slides. But looking at the outsole, this is basically our most iconic part of the shoe. You basically know that this is a Yeezy slide from the bottoms of it. So the traction patterning looks kind of like a rigid patterning with waves. I love how when you take both sides of the shoes and you kind of line them up on opposite ends, they kind of just fit like a puzzle piece right here. I think that's pretty cool as well. Yeah, but honestly, there's really nothing much else to talk about when it comes to a Yeezy slide. I'm just glad that I finally picked something up of this year because it's just been really dry lately. I hope to have another sneaker pickup soon, but a pair of Yeezy slides will have to do because this is something that I've honestly wanted for a bit of time now. I think for 25 bucks, you're not going to be going wrong with it unless you're a huge Yeezy connoisseur and you know exactly how the Yeezy slides fit in and out. You're probably not going to be able to tell a difference for the most part. If you're someone that just likes to wear slides, I feel like this is just going to be equally as comfortable. And the best part is that it is a third of the price for what the original Adidas Yeezy slides went for. I think now they're even kind of going for more because they're no longer making them. Honestly, if it were up to me and I really fell in love with these slides, I'd probably get a second pair. I kind of want one in like a more neutral colorway rather than this like bold blue color. All right, y'all, so I just finished filming the video and I did the whole on foot and everything. I had an amazing experience putting them on my feet. I think they're very comfortable. And honestly, I wanted to check out other colorways that Yeezy Supply had. And shortly afterwards, I looked at the same pair of slides that I got and I see that they went up to $40. Now I actually stand corrected. When I got my pair, I got them for only 20 bucks. So not even a $5 increase, not even a $10 increase, but we're seeing a whole $20 increase from 3 months. I know that Yeezy has tried to promise the sneaker community that he wants to make Yeezys affordable. Don't get me wrong, $40 is not expensive in my opinion, but for the fact that he originally listed them at $20 and now he's gonna go all the way up to $40, basically doubling the price, I think he's trying to show Adidas that he does not need them. I think he's trying to show them that he can still generate the same amount of business and the same amount of popularity without a brand partnership. To me, this kind of feels like he's scamming his customers. I think that the $20 thing was too good to be true. And yeah, I'm not feeling great about this. I see that $40 came out of nowhere. Yeah, man, it's a shame. I feel bad for anyone that wasn't able to get their pair for like 20 bucks. I'd hate for this to be like a promo thing and then he just skyrockets his price up by like, 400%. Yeah, what do you guys think about this? I'm not feeling too great. All right, back to the video. I feel that more recently, Yeezy has been canceled by the public after all the outrageous things he has said, but still, it's pretty cool to see $25 Yeezy slides. I mean, aside from the designer and the person behind the brand himself, I still love the Yeezy silhouette. I miss the good old days when we had the Yeezy 350s, and that was like the talk of the sneaker community. You used to have a pair and it used to be the biggest flex, and they used to resell for not even like $1,000. I like came in to the sneaker game when Yeezys were going for like maybe 400 bucks tops. That was the good times, but now we're living in a time when you basically don't see anyone wearing Yeezys. They're not in trend anymore. They kind of just like fell off overnight, and now you can get a pair for 25 bucks. This I'm not complaining about. This I'm actually kind of happy. But still, I just wish that things didn't have to end the way they did. I feel like once Yeezy fell off, that really kind of marked the end of an era for sneakers. But there we have it, the Yeezy slides, or rather the YS-01s in this blue colorway. 3 months for these bad boys to get here. Not good at all. But now I'd like to hear from you guys. Would you get a pair of $25 Yeezy slides? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you guys liked the video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you guys want to hear more from me, smash the subscribe button because more will be on the way. Again, these are the Yeezy slides, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.